Two coming through the middle. Aotearoa for three.
No mai, hoki mai, talofalava, bulu inaka malu elele, namaste, ni hao, konnichiwa, and welcome to the 5th annual New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament 2025. We are live from the National Hockey Centre here in North Harbour for day 3 of the tournament, and arguably the most important day of the weekend as all teams battle it out for final positioning in their pools before tomorrow's grand finals. If you're looking for the ultimate excitement, silky skills, plenty of goals and high-stakes games, you're in the right place because this is Heritage Hockey 2025. This first matchup for the morning, day 3, the men's Pool B matchup between the New Zealand Asian Dragons taking on the Punjab Heritage side. A lot of the players in this Punjab team coming in from India, mixed with some locals here to create the Heritage team. And it's an exciting battle. The Punjabs have got everything to play with 1 foot in tomorrow's final, while the Dragons, well, they got to overcome falling narrowly short in yesterday's game of the day against the Fiji Heritage team. Punjabs have got 1 win and 1 shootout win. The Asian Dragons have 2 losses but are trending in the right direction. I'm joined in commentary this morning by Suresh Wallab, President of the New Zealand Indian Sports Association. Good morning again, Suresh.
Good morning, Brad. Happy Easter, everybody. Hope you all had a sleep in today and ready for some action watching a bit of hockey.
Yep, that's exactly it. And action right through the day is expected, starting off with this first matchup here between the Asian Dragons and the Punjab Heritage team. The Dragons in the white and the Punjab side in orange. Their captains for the day, Joe O'Connor and Gurdeep Singh, will lead the teams out.
Quite excited to see this one, Brad. I haven't seen either of these teams play properly yet. Been caught up with other stuff, so it's quite excited to see this Punjab team and obviously the Asian team, Asian sort of bar-looking team, I think.
Yeah, both teams have been pretty exciting in terms of the goal-scoring department. I mean, we saw the Punjab boys in day 1 score a couple of absolute screamers, deflection into the roof, and then a couple of penalty corner flicks. But equally, the Asian side yesterday, they got a couple of boys up the front, and Phil Badenhorst and Carter Croft, who put away reverse stick goals in yesterday's match against the Fiji boys. So probably no shortage, I think, of attack, no shortage of goal scoring, and excitement all around. We have a look here at the lineups for the Asian Dragons. I mentioned there the fellas at the front, Phil Badenhorst and Carter Croft, goal scorers, the captain Joe O'Connor. But I want to have a little look at Min Kao, who's going to get the start in goal for the Asian team today. They played John Casey yesterday, and looks like Min will get the start today after he played on day 1. So good to see him in goal. Now at the Punjab team, look, there's excitement all around. There's a whole bunch of sings. You don't expect anything different from a Punjab team, but it's the man with one name that the eyes are on. It's Prince, number 8. He plays at the back. He's a crafty defender, flicks the absolute lights out of a penalty corner, and he's going to be exciting to watch. Also look out for number 17, Gagandeep Singh, plays up the front. Doesn't do a huge amount of defensive work, but I don't think that's his job here in New Zealand this weekend. He's there to bang goals, and he's a real attacking weapon. That's him stretching there out in the middle of the turf, so keep an eye on the number 17. There he is. I think he actually arrived a little bit late to the game. Coach gave him a little bit of a spray on the way in and told him to get his stretches done, so he'll be out there up the front. Look for those two to connect. And our umpires for today's match, Rachel Williams and Bruce Brownsey, the pair in pink.
Prince, there we go.
There it is, the Indian Prince. He's, saw him on day one. He scored 2 goals from the penalty corner, one a straight flick and then one off a German. And look, I think you only saw them on the way out. As we see, first start here from the Asian Dragons. Ryan Parr trying to go overhead, and it's cut out initially by the Punjab Heritage team. This Punjab team had to do it the hard way yesterday, winning a penalty shootout against the New Zealand Māori team after drawing the final game 2-2, but getting there in the end.
Good to see one of the local boys out there, Amanpreet Singh. He's an Auckland boy. Good to see him out representing. Young fellow, he played in the Heritage under 18s. Did really well down there. Yeah,
like I said, a few guys that have come over from India, but mixed in with some local Punjab talent as well to form this Punjab Heritage team.
Yeah, I know Dr. Lal's got quite a few connections out there, so it's always good. It's a good passage to play from the Asians here.
Yeah. Solid work going forward up that left side with Ben Schwass, and it looks like D'Souza there will come onto it. First entry, here's Carl Wallace. Wallace just falls off the end of his stick there. Nice little touch in defence from the Punjabs. And Shahil Lala linking up with Jared Russell. That one's going to beat them all. And we mentioned yesterday the New Zealand Asian side, still finding their feet as an entity and really getting as many of those Asian players on the pitch as possible. There are about half of them out there.
I think we've extended Asians to Indian as well. So we've got a couple of Indian boys out there, as you see. Kash Harry.
Yep, Shahil Lala out there as well.
Yep, it was... it's gone on to turf 2.
Yeah, interestingly, actually, I saw the Punjab team warming up, and they were doing crossfield overheads. A couple of them, one of them actually ended up behind the thrower, up into the crowd here. So perhaps might have to check the legality of the bow on that stick potentially.
Yeah.
We see a little bit of forward play through the middle here from the Asian Dragons. There is Shahil Lala, beats 1 and 2, still
nice
going. Great pass. Akira Gardner, little 3D, and it's going to beat them all over the baseline. They take it quickly here. This is the trouble for the Punjab Heritage. This is how they break out. There's our man, number 17, Gagandeep Singh. And Shahil Lala that cleans up with Jared Russell. And really nice exit there from the Asian Dragons. Akira Gardner wears off that tackle. You can see the intent early, S, from the Punjab team. They leave... They leave the man Gagandeep up there and they try and exit pretty quickly.
Yeah, just overheads, eh?
Yep, big bomb out of the back or a direct ball if they can find it. And here is the overhead. Taken in by the Asian Dragons there. Akash Harry back on the ball again in the middle of the field. There's your couple of Indians in the middle there for the Asian side.
Yeah.
Now, Jared Russell looking down into the corner. He's going to find Carl Wallace. Carl Wallace trying to put a bit of pressure there. And now this Punjab side under real pressure on their own back line. And Carl Wallace just steals it there. on the little wind up and still going. Wallace, he's just inside the circle. Trying to link up there. I think it was Tane Newman in the middle of the circle. Yeah, nice touch from Joe O'Connor. Just trying to find a foot there. And they clear it for now.
Done that well, though. There's obviously some clear shots there to have, but the Punjab Warriors just don't seem to be panicking too much.
Yeah, that's it. They're going to have to be composed in defence here.
Yeah, very composed. Like even in that corner there when we thought they were trapped, you know, they just came out with these like strong ball carriers.
Another free hit coming there on the edge of the circle for Joe O'Connor. He's going to take it 5 and look to enter. Good low defence there, Harmandeep Singh. And Ryan Parr looking for a transfer. Russell changing the point. Shahil Lala wins it back. And it's a little scramble there. One thing we did mention in the day one game against this Punjab Heritage team, you can't just hit it on the ground through them. They're pretty good trappers. They get nice and low. They're pretty strong there.
How's that, 25 to 25?
Yeah, with relative ease as well, as we see a little how you go in there between Akash and Gagandeep. Just comparing bicep size, those two out there up at the 25-yard line.
Ruben come on the right flank here. Ruben De Souza.
Yeah, I was impressed by him yesterday. Played really well for this Asian Dragons side. He was an outside defender, and Ryan Parr looking down Main Street, can't link up there.
Yeah, there's another young player that was in the Heritage Under-18s in our campaign. Played really well at the back there, solid defence.
Yeah, and good to see those young players getting that opportunity with the Heritage Under-18 side, but then being out here again this weekend with Heritage 2025. And a little mix-up there on the location of the free hit. They get it going now, the Punjab Heritage team. And this time looking down the left, reverse stick pass. Beats them all out over the baseline, but it'll be long corner there. I'm pretty sure Shahil Lala got a big touch on it on its way through. There's the bench unit for the Punjab team. Harmon here looking. There's your entry. Across it goes. Well defended by Jared Russell, getting in nice and close on that reverse stick of Gagandeep. And now here's the foot race. Have a look at this. This is Ryan Parr here on the ball. He's got real speed with the carry.
Oh, what a ball.
Distribute as well.
Probably ran that wrong angle for that overhead. I think he probably need to run out to it, not run into it. You know, just coming on that crossfield. Another
player to keep an eye on up the front now for the Asian Dragons. Phil Badenhorst has come onto the field. He's one of the more experienced campaigners, but man, he can find the back of the goal. So keep eyes peeled on number 15. There's a couple of rough little challenges there. Free hit coming for the Dragons. About midway through this quarter here. Great entry. Well, we can see it right down the line thanks to the camera angle here. And just willing any little touch on it. I mentioned day 3 being the day of implications. Teams battling for positions. The way it sits here at the moment, if this Punjab Heritage team can win and win outright, they'll lock themselves into tomorrow's grand final with 2 wins and a penalty shootout win. So everything on the line for them here. Any other result, well then it'll leave some question marks up to a later game with the New Zealand Māori team. So Punjab, they can seal their own fate here with an outright win. The Asian side, they're coming off 2 losses, as I mentioned, and no no chance of the final, but they were desperately close in that game against Fiji yesterday. They'll be want to keep improving as the weekend goes on, as Con rolling forward down this left-hand side, got the entry. We just ran out of room. And speaking of those implications, it's going to be a huge game over on Turf 2 at 11 a.m. between the New Zealand Indian men and Fiji Heritage, with a real mathematician's nightmare going on over there in terms of goal difference to see who might be able to go through to that final, potentially against this Punjab team. And we'll try and keep up to date with that once it gets started here at National Hockey Centre Heritage 2025.
Yeah, I think that's always a hard one when you're looking at goals for and all that sort of stuff, but I think as any coach or player knows, the first thing to do is to win. And then things can change, like you don't know what's going to happen in this game. But I think as anything, the first thing that you want to do is concentrate on getting the win, and everything else is a bonus. So if you're getting more goals against, like more goals for and against, it's all that stuff that comes into it later on. But
yeah, that's exactly it. Speaking of goals, Hawk Gagan deep there, just drifting across the top of the circle, trying to link up there with Karambir Singh. And now out come the Dragons. They're looking long. This time there is Phil Badenhorst. A little bit further away from the goal than I'd like to see him. D'Souza here under a challenge, loses it. Here come the Punjab team. It's 3-on-4, not in their favour. They need more players. And that one will sail over the sideline. Nice little body shield there from Carl Wallace, just not allowing Harmon enough space to receive it.
Without getting a card.
Yep. Yeah, lovely bit of interplay here from the midfielders. There's space. He's going to walk it all the way. And what a save. Excellent work there in goal, Daljit Singh. And as expected, here come the Punjab team.
Oh, what a steal.
Yeah, Ryan Parr cleaning up there on Harmon. Parr, one of the locals, helping out this Asian Dragons side this weekend. Yeah, before we go there, we're trying to link up with Karambir. He can score goals. Karambir, fortunate enough to see him down in the Midlands Intercity competition over the last couple of weekends. He's a student at Aotearoa Boys High School.
Student?
Yeah, student.
High school.
Yep.
Which one's that?
Number 10, up in that attacking 25, coming onto the ball here.
He's got a better beard than you, Brad.
I tell you what, and a better forehand as well. Here he is, Karambir.
Whoa.
Just like that. There he is.
Well done. Nice shot.
What a finish there. And that's what we come to expect from this Punjab Heritage team. They can bang goals. And that's our man, number 10, Karambir Singh, with the first one, the way of the Punjab team. And you're right, yes, he doesn't look like he's ready to get into year 12 this year, but that's where he is at Rotorua Boys High. So they lost Harmon this year after he aged out, and they've got themselves
a healthy replacement.
Yep, exactly that. So
younger one.
Yeah, both of them playing for the Bay of Plenty Indians in that intercity competition alongside the captain and Gurdeep Singh. And I speaking to Dr. Lal a little earlier, I think some of these fellas are hanging on their trip and will be suiting up for the Bay of Plenty Indians, both in the intercity competition and come KBT in June.
Add a bit of spice to things, wouldn't it?
Yep, absolutely. You see all through the middle of the field, just opening up this right side, looking at the options going forward. They'll try and link up there with Gagandeep. What a trap. And Jared Russell forced to bail that one over the back line. Probably got away with it a little bit there. You can just see the skill set. Yeah, 3D ball comes through, dead trap on his reverse. And now looking for a little bit extra here is Gagandeep. Tries the old egg on a spoon trick. Can't get through the wall. That is the Asian Dragons. And a little challenge down there, Joban Singh, and it was D'Souza. And they'll get a relieving free hit now. The Asian side back inside their 25-yard line. And now here comes the overhead ball. Oh, trying to link up, trying to find their Phil Badenhorst, and I think both of them on the field at the moment. Our goal scorer, as mentioned from yesterday, Carter Croft, as Phil Badenhorst comes from the field, or release over towards the dugout side. It's the overhead they'll look for there. Two guys that can score goals. Here is Prince. He's the one I mentioned in the build-up, Prince. Not only a solid defender, but an absolute weapon come penalty corner time. That one a little bit lower on the trajectory that time.
Just wonder where he gets his power from, eh? He's not a big fella.
No.
It just must be just that technique and just, skill.
Here we go. Little skill. It's Messi. And they get away with it there. And the fake turns Joe O'Connor around. And now here comes Harmon looking on the reverse stick. It's cut out by Russell. Important touch. And away it goes. D'Souza, Ruben D'Souza linking up there with Carl Wallace. They're flooding numbers forward here, the Asian Dragons.
Just that last pass, it was just went searching too hard, right?
Yeah, it's just coming away from them a little bit on that 25 entry. Just unable to link up at the moment.
It was a good run through, like good lead through from Ruben there, just good strong running.
Yeah, it's excellent play there from the Heritage Punjab team. And now Gagandeep. Oh. Tell you what, when he hits it, it stays hit. Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a fair rifle on him. Yeah, and the hooter sounds. You see Jared Russell there having a bit of a chat with Rachel Williams. Just trying to ask a couple of questions on behalf of his team. Of course, he's listed here as the coach, and having to step in and have a run there as well once Lloyd McLaughlin went down. The two teams come off for their first quarter break. Yes, good start for the Punjab Heritage team. They've showed why they're deadly going forward.
Yeah, and I think they've only had one chance, haven't they, really, and they've taken it. But, the Asians have had a few circle entries. I think, like that guy on the post, we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, as we have a look at some of the results from the earlier games this weekend. These are the day one results on your screens here. And we remember these Turf 1 fixtures, the big win by Fiji Heritage, a couple of close ones to the Punjab sides, and then the Heritage Fiji ladies got up in a penalty shootout over Pacifica, with the Asians splitting 2 on the back turf, the women winning and the men losing that fixture with the Māori team. And into day 2, these are yesterday's games. Again, Turf 1 was out here on the live stream if you were tuning in. A couple of teams held to 0 there on the first and last games. And then we had that real excitement machine in the Asian Dragons versus Fiji Heritage game, comeback win to the Fiji side. Then out on the back turf, the Punjab boys beat New Zealand Māori in a penalty shootout after a 2-2 draw. And Pacifica also handed the Māori women a loss 3-2. Which brings us here to Easter Sunday and moving day for all of these teams. So, lot to play for. We talked about it earlier. Punjab team win puts them in the final. An outright win books their spot in the grand final for tomorrow. Anything other than that, and we leave it up to other results, specifically around the New Zealand Māori team. Here come the Asian side, little interplay through the middle. This is excellent. Parr still going. Ryan Parr, 3D, reverse, doesn't get all of it. But he gets it back here.
Jeez.
It was Ryan Parr and Carl Wallace doing their best two-man impersonation up the middle of the field.
That was a nice, awesome, strong run, wasn't it?
Yeah, really solid.
Caught them by surprise as well, I think, the Punjab team.
Yeah, most teams opting to go backwards with that first pass, so you often see the centre striker just standing up there inside the 5, but knowing he's probably going to walk his way forward anyway. And instead they chose to go straight down the middle. It's Parr, now the entry. Oh, there's that man we're talking about.
Yep.
Somebody on the post. I think there's a little bit of mix-up between Carl Wallace, who was already standing there, and then Jaden Konu came running into it.
Yeah, may have just been better off staying out wider, but hey, easy for us to say up here.
Yeah, and they're creating a couple of early chances. The Asian Dragons trying to fight back on that scoreboard early here.
Yeah, it's good to see they're not panicking. You know, they're just sticking with their game plan because they were attacking quite well in that first quarter.
Yeah, that's it. And like we've seen here at Heritage, 1 goal lead can be dissipated in a moment of seconds. Nothing much to stress about for this Asian side. They showed yesterday they can score goals, so it's just about getting into the right areas on repeated efforts and finding the one that breaks the defence. Tame Newman putting some pressure on here. That one on the reverse, a little bit ugly. Come back down here for a free hit to the Asian side. Here's Ryan Parr again. That time, read like a book by Harmon. And falls there for Harmon. You see that, man, it's incredible skill to be able to keep it on your stick, put it through the opposition's legs, and then try and bring it back out again, forcing the free hit there. You see it quite often, actually, out of that area from the Indian players. They're so skilled on the ball.
It's a lot of that in and out of cone work, isn't it? Just, oh, that's nice opening it up there.
Cleaned up, pretty. And across it goes. That time Carl Wallace just couldn't get onto the tip of that one. Maybe a little touch there by Daljit, but Carl Wallace couldn't convert. Yeah, it's interesting you talk about the stick and cone, or ball and cone skills. Yes, I saw this Punjab team warming up on day one, and they all just stood along the sideline waiting for, I guess, all the team players. And once everybody was there, they just started to skill their way across the field, ball each, and showing off the hand speed. So, yeah, no surprises when you see some of these tight skills here. Always something that's been a feature of the Indian game.
Yeah, that's so great to see, right? Like, we don't see it enough, you know, with probably in some of our local stuff, but good to see these other players come out and get a taste of it.
Yeah, we go, rolling forward, Guggen deep. He's going to have to work with Harmon. Links back up, though, with the goal scorer at Karambir. Inside pull, back to Guggen deep. He just gets away from him. Again, we see a couple of combinations start to really bear fruits for both teams. This one here, Parr and Wallace for the Asian Dragon side. And then going the other way, it looks like Karambir and Gagandeep just starting to find their little connections this weekend.
Yeah, that left to right for that Asian team's working well. That 45 pass, it just seems to be finding that runner, right?
Yeah. And there's Ryan Parr on the ball, looking at his options. He'll go back out towards the sideline through Hornsby. Great touch. Carl Wallace puts it back onto the foot there of the Punjab defender.
First PC of the game.
Yeah, first look at it here, and it's by way of the Asian Dragons. Have a look at this one on the replay. Nice little entry from Hornsby, and yeah, touch from Carl Wallace. Puts it straight back onto the foot. And the teams, they'll get ready for the attack here. Looks like we've got Ryan Parr on the second bracket and Ben Schwass on the first bracket. They go first. Schwass.
Oh,
and it's in the roof there, up off the glove of Daljit Singh.
who was that flicker?
Yeah, Ben Schwass there
Ben Schwass.
from the New Zealand Asian side. Solid answer back here. They've been building for it, the Asian Dragons. Here it is. Just got up on him quicker than he could get his hands up. It's the, they call that flick the Red Dragon down there, I've heard. That's gone in the roof. Took a deflection, of course, off the glove, but yeah, couldn't get his hand up to it there, Daljit Singh. And the Asian Dragons answer back just like that. 1-1 here.
It's a great response, early in the quarter as well.
Yeah, and I think they came out with real intent in the second quarter, right? They've been down here a few times, created some opportunities, and were rewarded for it, thanks to the penalty corner. So
that's a trait of the Punjab game.
yeah, when they're not using that incredible stick skill to get out of trouble, sometimes they just get their hands on it and try and bat one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's in the road.
Oh, opportunity here. Karambeer, the goal scorer, trying to find his shot. Rolls it to Gagandeep. That's trouble. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Look at him. He knows. He didn't even have to see the goal.
Yeah, just that awareness, right?
Off the back foot. Turns. Squeezes this into the net. Have a look at this. Skill from Karambeer. Little reverse stick pass. Oh,
Wow.
that's a back foot squeeze shot out of the playbook.
Plenty of power too, right?
Oh, yeah. And it's a real tough one in goal there for John Casey because he's relatively unsighted. There's a defender and Gagandeep still in the way with it being on his back foot, and then for it to jump up on him in the side net like that. Pretty impressive. And we spoke about it in the build-up. Gagandeep Singh, number 17 for the Punjab team.
Is he playing down the bay as well?
Well, he hasn't, and I hope he doesn't, for all intents and purposes. I've got to coach against it, and I'd rather not have to worry about that. But look, if he sticks around, there's going to be some highlights coming out of the bay for the next 6 to 8 weeks, that's for sure. There's that little fake again. Harmon turns one, inside, outside. It's the entry. It's a little scrappy here, but there's our man.
Yeah, I think that fake hit, sometimes the umpires will see that as sort of like intimidation. Remember back in the day, they used to pull that, and they pulled it a few times in some tournaments, right?
It's an interesting one, right? It's a hard line to judge sometimes on whether you are just pulling out of a hit because the person's too close, or you are actually just trying to get them to turn away so you can gain an advantage. At the end of the day, I'd never like to see anybody hurt. But yeah, it couldn't be a tough one to judge as we see the Dragons streaming forward now. Free hit coming on the edge of the circle. It's in the circle. It's there for D'Souza. Beats the first couple, gets the ball across. It's got to go. It has to. And if you had any Easter eggs, you're giving one to the Punjab defence there for somehow finding a way out of that.
I don't think Ruben's known as an attacker, but he's certainly found himself up there and creating a bit of havoc up there. He's done well.
Yeah, Ruben D'Souza there working with Akita Gardner on that one.
That's a great trap,
Shahil Lala pulls that one out and had to. As he had goal scorers sweating on him from the Punjab team. Here comes the Dragons with ball at the back here. The coach come player, Jared Russell. Ryan Parr now goes long to Wallace. That's the combination that's working for them. Wallace, what an excellent tackle there. Hassan Ranveer. Tackle on the baseline for the Punjab team, and look at them just organising their defences. Great shot of it there, thanks to the coverage by Local Gecko Productions. Here comes Russell. Takes it quickly. And space now for Parr. Punjab team arguing perhaps stick, and it won't matter because they've got one here. And now big numbers for the Punjab team. Huge numbers. Karan Bear, the goal scorer, he's got 2 with him. Here's the first. Casey work to do, can't do it. What a finish. How composed is that from Prabjot Singh?
Just over the right shoulder, just no panic, right?
Yeah, and such an impossible place for John Casey to be in. He had 3 Punjab players streaming down that circle. Have a look at it from this angle, it'll be nice. Yeah, you could just see him hedging with that leg and hand out for the ball across the goal.
Yeah.
And Prabjot's just popped him up over the right shoulder. What an outstanding finish and awareness from Prabjot Singh. And just like that, after the Asian Dragons started the quarter so well, the Punjab boys come back 1-2 in the quarter. And now cleaned up at the back. And the scary thing, if you're the Asian Dragons side, is we haven't even seen Prince yet.
Yeah, well, they haven't had any PCs, have they?
No,
they're
just doing it in regulation.
Yeah.
As you see, a little bit of one-handed magic there from Ruben de Souza, though can't get through. Karan Bear linking up with Gagandeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to get
a yellow for that, and I think that's deserved.
Yeah, he'd lost control. He backed in through the defender, then got it tangled up in his feet and decided just to have a swing at it anyway after the whistle. So, yellow card here, the way of the Punjab side. 5 minutes he'll spend, and I wouldn't be...
yeah, that blue card maybe come out now, so yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a blue card on the next stoppage. And the next stoppage, though, is a penalty corner. So, those unfamiliar, yep, I think that is the messaging coming from the dugouts here. A blue card is about to be played by the Asian Dragon side. So, for those unfamiliar, the blue card forces the opposing team to remove a player for 5 minutes. And what the Asian team are trying to do is stack it on top of that yellow card. So, not only do they have the one sitting for the yellow, but they've got our man there having to hold the blue card for the next 5 minutes. So they'll be down to 9 players here for the next 5 minutes. And the Asian Dragons, well, they got a penalty corner, so could answer back straight away. This time, Schwass from the middle. Oh, good cross the body leg save there. Not the conventional way of doing it, but it's out over the sideline is all that matters for the Punjab team.
It's just that awkward height and what to get your leg there or your glove. And
yes.
It's just...
Gardner here under pressure, trying to work his way through, just falls off the stick there. So, as mentioned, the Punjab team, they're playing with 9 at the moment. There's Karandeep Lal, Dr. Lal, always in orange. The man only owns orange clothes, Dr. Lal, and now his team down 2 players for 5 minutes.
It's interesting they're not using the blue card to
balance it out a little bit.
Yeah,
we've seen that quite often over the weekend when one team plays it, the other team does as well, as Russell just gets tangled up in that one just to mitigate some of the effects of the blue card. But Punjab side will, I think they probably have the belief they can do it with 9 anyway. The way they've been finding space on the field. And now, free hit coming forward, the Punjab team at halfway. This is a 2-on-5, but I don't even know who to put money on at the moment. The Punjab side just beating 1 and 2 at will. And now the captain just settles things down. Gurdeep Singh rolls it back out. And again, there they get the advantage. Here is Gurdeep Singh linking up. Karambir. Oh my goodness.
What the?
Oh, if that had gone in. Holy, we need to clip just the skill set of that before the shot. That's unreal from Karambir. We've seen the G-turn, we've seen the little spin cycles, but that thing, That might be remnants from Cyclone Tam. That's...
I don't know how many turns that was, but...
Let's have a look at it here. This ball forward from Gurdeep Singh. This is Karambir. Take a look at this. Quick hands, in and away on Jared Russell, and then one way, two way, three, and the reverse stick pass. That is a thing of beauty. Karambir Singh, Rotorua boys, eat your heart out.
That's pretty special sort of skill to have, eh?
Yeah.
And how do you coach that?
And how do you stop it here? A tough ask for anybody. Here he goes again. Beats 1, 2, gets the entry. It runs away from a little... He's just doing it for fun now. I think perhaps he and Devyani Soma spent a bit of time together in the off-season. Jeepers, that's... yeah, that's pretty magic there.
It's pretty cool to see, right? Just that's what it's all about, the heritage flair.
Yep. And epic to see it be able to use pretty effectively, really. You know, now they've all caught the bug.
But like you can see, guys, they do that at trainings and stuff like that, just mucking around. But to see it in a game situation is just something special, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And here is Karambir again. Gets it back. One to beat at the circle edge. He's trying to, what do they call it? He's clip farming at the moment. Karambir, he's trying to get himself a clip on social media.
Well, he's got his own little package, highlight package for himself.
Yeah, I tell you what.
That was only in 5 minutes. So
you see the dugout there for the Punjab Heritage team. Still 2 on the sideline as we count down inside the final minute of the second quarter here.
I think just Ruben's got to be careful there walking into that one. That's just a bit...
Yeah, it's that overhead rule, right? And a lot of teams are using them now to try and exploit defenders running in on situations. So, yeah, just something to note, not just for Ruben, but for all of the players defending them. Here's one the other way. Carl Wallace pulls it down, and yeah, exactly what we spoke about, going the other direction. And you'd have to feel a little hard done by there by the Punjab team, considering it just happened at the other end with no whistle.
Yeah, and this
and you've now been hung a penalty corner on for the exact same thing. But opportunity here for the Asian Dragons, and this perhaps their last opportunity to make the advantage of the blue and yellow cards. Everybody's up. So from the first couple of corners there, we obviously had Ben Schwartz there, number 10, setting up off this first bracket. On the second, they just shifted it slightly to be in the middle. But with everybody up there now, there's a lot of options. It is Schwartz. It is the bracket. Oh, and it's saved off the line.
Wow.
Gurdeep Singh.
Got all of that, no deflection, no nothing, just straight bat out, right?
Can't wait to have another look at that. He's just flat batted it right in front of him there on the left post. Gurdeep Singh. And you can see them coming off pretty animated about it. And teams now come in for the halftime break. The Punjab side up 3-1 here over the Asian Dragons. They're in control at the moment, and yes, we've seen some incredible goal scoring and some even better skill work.
Yeah, I just think, but both sides, like I think the Asians are still in it. Like they're just finding that little touch inside. Bit of seeing what they're doing for Easter, swapping Easter eggs maybe after the game, the boys out in the middle.
Yeah, we'll have a look at some of the highlights here. Ben Schwartz had an early go at it. Just opened up for him there. A good save from the goalkeeper. This one, an early opportunity. This is the first goal. It's pretty tough going away from the goal to get a reverse stick shot like that on the deck into the corner. This one, the first penalty corner of the game. And just have a little bit of a look here.
Yeah, it just came right across his body, right?
Up over the hand. We'll have a look again. Into the roof it goes there, past the left hand of the goalkeeper. This bit of skill from Karambir. Look at how tough this is. So for John Casey here, he's trying to see through Russell and the body of Gagandeep. Ball way out on the back foot here. So hard to defend. And we're looking at this area of the goal. Once it plays through,
you just no stopping that. You just
no
as
chance.
a goalie, you can't see it, and it's just just that skill of knowing where he is.
We'll see it again. This will be a good angle of it here. How unsighted and how difficult that is. What a goal from the big man. And then a few scrambles here. Like you said, yes, the Asian Dragons had plenty of opportunities on this sort of scramble, but standing up in defence was the Punjab team, and then they break out with real speed. This was danger signs, and this is the third goal. As we see it roll forward here from Karambir. Again, we'll stop here. So you can see there's one and a second Punjab player coming in this side. So John Casey, rightedly so, just trying to be aware of it out here. And instead, Prabjot just pokes a little one up over the shoulder as we see it play out.
Yeah, just this, one of those safe shots, you're just getting it at the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good effort from Prab. And then we had some corner action here. This one through Schwarz, saved and cleared. And then this is just fun to watch. There's a roundabout down on that T-bar, and Karambir wanted to have a few goes at it. 1, 2, and the spin. Where's the pass? Just couldn't execute the finish though. And finally, the end penalty corner here. Schwarz saved on the line from Gurdeep and gets the pats on the back for it. What a half of hockey here between the two teams. And interestingly, stats probably favouring the New Zealand Asian side. We mentioned it through that call there. A lot of circle entries. They had the 3 penalty corners and only scored off one of them. Whereas the Punjab team, they kind of go and they score. When they get their opportunities, they're putting them away. And not to take anything away from the Asian Dragons' defence, this Punjab attack is absolutely ferocious. They're scoring goals at will against every team, really, through the weekend. And we saw them dismantle the New Zealand Indian side on day one, and then fight their way through a game against the New Zealand Māori team yesterday. As we see Lloyd McLaughlin there, the running wounded. And our Punjab Heritage boys, well, they're at least in the driver's seat at the moment, remembering that any win here will put them into tomorrow's final. Meanwhile, the Asian Dragons, well, they'd love to play spoilers. They'd love to get their first win of the weekend, and after yesterday's performance, you'd probably think they deserve it. But a lot of work to do against this fired-up Punjab team. We'll just have a quick little look at how the pools are shaking up at the moment. This is the men's section. So, as I said, this Punjab Heritage team up on 6 points already. You can see them down there in Pool B. And if they can get their win, they'll secure enough points at the New Zealand Māori team to make sure they get through. If they don't, if they have to go to a shootout or potentially even lose the game, the New Zealand Māori team could jump them with a win. Though the maths gets a little more difficult in Pool A with Fiji Heritage taking on the New Zealand Indians today, needing a 3-goal clearance to leapfrog the Fijians into tomorrow's final.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big game. I might have to leave at 11 o'clock to watch that one, I think, Brad.
Yeah, we'll be back and forth, I'm sure, checking scoreboards over on Turf 2, starting in about 15 minutes.
Maybe there's plenty of chatter on the halfway line there, or a bit of animated discussion between some of the players, and yeah, it's good, healthy discussion, I think.
Yeah. Two teams that are pretty passionate about things. As we see the cameraman, he's getting in nice and close with the Asian Dragon side. Shahil Lala reckons people want an autograph. You got to pay for one of those, he reckons. Playing with his Alpha stick, how good. Shout out to Alpha, one of the major sponsors of the tournament. And one thing you can just see over the shoulders there of the Punjab team, our Easter treats come via the rain this morning. Yes, man, the rain is just starting to creep into the National Hockey Centre here in North Harbour. You see Jaden Conn out there getting acclimatised to the wet weather.
I think it's pretty humid though, and I think that might be a bit of a welcome for the players because it is quite humid out there today. Yeah,
it could be a real relief just to dampen a bit of that humidity, because you're right, even over the whole weekend, though it's looked grey, no shortage of warmth out there. So,
and you see the sun still peering through, so yeah, it's quite nice sitting up here actually.
Yep, we're in the best seat in the house and enjoying every minute of it. Brought to you by Local Gecko Productions, thanks to the support of One Foundation and Alpha, and not only supporting the live stream but the tournament as a whole, alongside Keep Alive, Intel, and the various sponsors of all of the teams taking part.
Big shout out to One Foundation, who support multiple entities, like up and down the country, but they've just been so great for, I know with our Indian side, New Zealand Indians, they've been great for us and what we've been able to do over the last few years, but I know there's a lot of associations and small communities that benefit from the hard work and just what they see, like their work within the communities has been awesome. So just a big, massive shout out to all the teams there at One Foundation in Rotorua.
Yeah, and I think this whole idea probably would have struggled to be in existence if it wasn't for the support of One Foundation really helping it get off the ground. So huge shout out.
Yeah, and I think they saw the benefit and they love the whole heritage aspect of things, just getting different cultures together, showcasing what they can do. And it's not just about what's on the sports field, but what was like last night, that the cultural night.
Yep.
Just unfortunately I wasn't there, but I saw plenty of videos of what talents they have off the field, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think that's the most exciting part about this whole thing, right? It's the only tournament in the country where the multitude of cultures can come together like this and showcase not only their skill on the turf, but all those skills they've got offered, as we saw here, some real surprise packets in the performances and then the subsequent dance battles afterwards. Shout out to our 6 athletes who got up there and partook in the dance battles.
Yeah, no, massive shout out to Curry, who took it out for our Indian girls, and she was stoked this morning. She didn't realise how cool that stick was, so we're so thankful with the Alpha for their support there. But yeah, just awesome. Just the whole vibe around last night. The girls were just so, just really, really happy about how things went, and just it was a cool evening for them all.
Yeah, and massive shout out to Alpha, tournament sponsors, and supplying a huge number of prizes for various parts of the tournament, not only the cultural dance-offs last night, but some of the junior action that was happening yesterday as well here out on the back turf. So massive shout out to Alpha, also part of bringing the Punjab Warriors over from India. So yeah, really, really cool. And I'll have my Kanye West moment. Karishma Kumar's dance moves were great, but Te Oranga Wairua Hohepa had the best dance of the whole night.
Oh, here we go. No way, Karishma had him hands down. I think there was no contest.
A little bit of Māori bias. You can see it in action on Te Oranga's Instagram story at the moment, if you're so inclined. Anyway, back to the action out here. It was the first little foray for this Asian Dragon side. It went firing across the circle, and here they come again now. The Dragons 3D in, touch, and it's in the goal. Carl Wallace.
How was that?
One-time finish. That's excellent from the Asian Dragons, and we've talked up the goal scoring of the Punjab team, but the Asian Dragons fire back just as smooth. Oh, look at this one. Little 3D pass in from Con, and just, the ball hadn't even hit the ground yet, and he's just played it on the fly into the far post.
Well, I think we saw in the first couple of minutes, like De Souza was down up there in the left corner there, just causing a bit of havoc, just putting a lot of pressure. Not known as an attacker, but, he just got himself up in that front line and just causing a bit of, just getting the ball inside the circle, just asking a few questions.
Yeah, and it is the tough thing about playing against this Punjab team. Like, if you flood numbers forward, you're so susceptible to the long ball going back the other direction if you don't get it right. But as we saw there, when it does come off for the Asian Dragon side, man, they can score goals. And there was 4 of them against the Fiji team yesterday. And wouldn't be surprised if they can peg at least another one here with that sort of intensity. Yeah, little tangle up there is our man, Ruben De Souza. Bruce Brownsy not super interested in the stick swinging afterwards, I think. Bruce there just warning him, you're going to lose your Easter eggs if you carry on like that.
And Ruben not even looking at him, so.
Ruben's already eaten his Easter eggs, he's not phased.
Yep.
A good view of it there. They throw over. It's going to have to get through a few Punjabs, and it doesn't. And away they come. Cut out though by Pa. He's been outstanding again for the Asians. And now this right side. So Punjab team playing both sides here is Karambir. One thing of note there, you can see Gagandeep on the field, which means both their yellow and their blue cards will have expired.
Yep. And they haven't used, the Punjab team haven't used the blue card yet, so.
That's exactly right.
Whether they will or not, who knows, but.
They've got it up there in their back pocket, should they need it. Coming down to the back end of this game. Still plenty of it to play here. 3-2 the way of the Punjab team. And in the entry, Gagandeep fakes one. And just gets it on the back of the stick. Great call from Bruce Brownsy and with the whistle. And there we see Min Kao back in goal for this third quarter for the Asian team. De Souza here taking his time. Joe O'Connor just finds his own foot, trying to get past the Punjab defender there. And now they go all the way across the middle of the field. Interestingly, this Asian Dragon side almost playing a similar setup to the Punjab side in defence. They're in a half court with one Carl Wallace lone kind of striker, seagull, if you'd like. And now they get to come forward through Schwass. He's the goal scorer. And Joe O'Connor, the captain.
They'd be able to keep that.
Link back up with Schwass. Can they get it again? Here is O'Connor. Lovely pass. And it's gone out over the baseline. Carl Wallace needs to get up off the knee and tie in those shoes because the ball's coming. And here it is into the circle. And cleared. This is danger here. And this is exactly what I talked about. Shahil Lala. Oh no. I think we're going to come back here for a card at some point if we don't get any action out of it. Wow, I don't know how they survived that one. The Asian Dragons, Shahil Lala doing the bulk of the work, and then Ryan Parr and Jared Russell come flooding back to help.
No card?
And no card, no. Oh, there is a little push and shove in the middle of the field. It's Ben Schwass and Harmandeep Singh there. Just exchanging Easter eggs. And Bruce Brownsy's going to have a word with the both of them.
A yellow card for what?
And it looks like yellow both ways there.
That's I'm sorry, Brad. That's soft, eh? It's
Yeah, I actually missed what started it all.
If anything, a green, but just a warning. But there's nothing in that.
Yeah, so both teams now down to 10. Maybe now the time for the Punjabs to play their blue card and gain an extra number with the space that's on the field. Yes, Karambir. This game really just went up a notch or two with the cards. Karambir searching. Gagandeep. It's a lovely roll-on pass. Ball back.
Well played
Yeah, great save by Min. You can hear Harley Cooper down in front of us cheering on. You're always cheering on the goalkeepers.
Yep. Great encouragement by Harley.
Probably does a bit of work locally here with Min, and good to see him get a good clearance there as the Punjab team still on attack. Here's the entry. And Jared Russell cleans up for now, so 10 on 10 at the moment. 2 yellow cards, one either way for a little halfway handshake, if we'll call it that. And there is Ben Schwass. Some running repairs there, the yellow card. And the Punjab side with ball at the back. Under a little bit of pressure now, but well out and finding some real space on this right side. Good deep, can't get through De Souza the first time, but gets it back. Akita Gardner cleans up. Ruben De Souza just not looking where that one was going.
Yeah, I think he was waiting for Shahil to pick up on that.
Yeah, yes, you can just tell there's a little bit extra feeling out there at the moment.
A little bit more toe,
yeah,
which is good to see. But yeah, I don't think we need to overreact to it. You know, it's all part of the game. It's nothing, no malice involved. No one's getting injured or no sticks have been thrown. So yet,
yeah,
but we shouldn't say that.
Yeah, here's Karambir. Oh my goodness, turn, bounce.
Oh, what a save! Akash Harry, how is that?
Akash Harry, what a save! Oh, I love it. I love it. Even Gagandeep has to smile about that one, and it's not his team. Oh, that's going to look good on the replays there. What a save.
Just swatted that out.
Yep. And now ball being forced forward. That one, not so flash. Over it goes. Have a look at the replay here. Ball in. Great receive from Karambir. Look at this 3D skill. Boom, pop. Gets it onto his forehand. Up it's in. Oh.
Nice. That was awesome.
Yeah. Gagandeep was just waiting to slam dunk it on the back post.
Oh.
That's not what you want to do.
And not with that.
If there was one thing on the list of things not to do against this Punjab team, it's pass it to Gagandeep.
Oh, what a save. Good boy.
Great work, man. Yeah, that one a little less convincing, but it's going to have to be played out here by the Dragons. Excellent save. Min Kao in goal for the Asians.
Just got nice and close, smothered that shot. Using your body.
And a bit of extra space at the moment, meaning a bit more of an opportunity for players to get out and run. That one a little long, perhaps. Hornsby's going to infringe, and they get the free hit here.
Oh. That's
he's going to call it for not 5. I think he probably has by the time he's
done about
moved to round 1, spun a few times and got his way in, as we see Joe O'Connor looking on from the sideline. Ruben De Souza working there with Ryan Parr. Parr playing it forward. Here comes Carl Wallace. He's already got 1 goal. Oh, lovely. Gets it away.
What a shot.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Look at that. Carl Wallace doubles up here in the third quarter for the Asian Dragons. He's got 2, they've got 3, and we've got an absolute highlight to show you. One Foundation, thank you. In and away. Good night, Nurse. Off the right foot.
That's just power, right?
Oh.
No stopping that.
There is no stopping that. It just opened up for him, right? He had 1 to beat on that 45 and then found the promised land at the top of the circle.
I thought he was going to get closed down by that defender. I thought he might have a stick down a bit earlier.
Yeah.
But quick shot.
Yeah, what a finish there by Carl Wallace.
Ah, come on.
It looks like we're actually going to have the blue card being played here by...
I thought he was going to blow a card for something.
Yeah, we thought there was a little extra going on after they'd rolled the ball away, but...
Well, it's going to give some friendly advice to the umpires again.
So the Punjab team have just played their blue card, and interestingly, Looks like the Asian Dragon side have decided to give that blue card to Carl Wallace, who's just finished scoring 2 goals. And probably not the player I'd want to sit for the next 5 minutes if I was.
It might not be. He might just be a rotation. Just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting there in the dugout holding the blue card, so. Oh, what a pass. Going deep, extra pass.
Oh, save. Well done.
Oh, that's fantastic.
How good.
Oh, we got highlights all across the park here, both sides. And now Joe Connor streaming forward. He's only got Con with him, but now finds Shahil Lala. And this is a bit of build-up now for the Dragons. Remember, they are a player down at the moment, with the Punjabs using their blue card. And 3-3 here, 3 minutes left to play, and a big opportunity now. Karambir on the reverse stick. Another save by Min.
Oh, how good.
And Jared Russell cleaning up again. Min's going to gain a lot of confidence from this third quarter here.
Oh, he's a big few minutes here. Just how good, eyes on the ball, getting down, getting up. Had a low save, then he's had a glove save. He's just been all over the show. So good boy. Well done.
And now this Asian Dragon side, can they find the first lead of the game? Here we go. Jared Russell has to hit it through a stick. Oh, and then across the goal. Nobody there on the end of it.
Might have wanted to tack that again, wouldn't he? Just
had
a bit more time. How's that for an out?
Big bomb. They just go the other end, kick it down there and try and work their way forward.
I don't understand. Can you sub? The same player has to be off for the blue card, right?
Well, it's interesting because what you've noticed, obviously, is Carl Wallace has just come back onto the field.
I hope I haven't brought up a technicality.
Well, and, I mean, we're certainly not down in the dugouts. We'll just have a look at this attack here. Still there, cleaned up, at least for a little bit, D'Souza.
Oh, but on Ruben.
Yeah, so there's Carl Wallace on the ball. Now, we're not down in the dugout, so we don't know exactly who it was, but he came off holding the blue card. Which in theory I would have thought meant that he is the player.
Oh, that's needed to touch that.
But you're right. We've now got another man holding the blue card. It's not Carl Wallace, and it's actually Jaden Conn, who was on the field at the time the blue card was played.
Okay, we saw nothing, so don't worry.
So, yeah.
How good, man. Good boy. He's on fire.
Tell you what, John Casey might be relinquishing the nickname, the Great Wall of China. We might have a new one here. Have a look at this. Entry, reverse stick deflection, save, flat bat, wide. And he's up to everything, big man.
Yep.
And now they use the big overhead. And I will say one thing, yes, if there's anybody that's going to be reading through the fine print of the blue card, it's probably the Asians. They may have found the loophole there in the substitution policy. There, Joe O'Connor and Lloyd McLaughlin. Here come the Punjab side.
You just want to hold it out here, last 10. That's good for the Asians, just hold it there.
Yep, they'll be happy to see the quarter with no deficit on the scoreboard as everybody lets it roll over the back line. There's the hooter, and there is...
Got a few highlights for this quarter.
Oh, the third quarter. We had cards, both yellow and blue. We had goals for the Asian Dragons. We had saves by Min Cow. What a third quarter here. And this one's heating right up. 3-3 going into the final period. I said there's going to be no shortage of goals, and it has lived up to it. Excitement all around.
Yeah, and I think I don't think the Punjabs will want to draw.
No. So this is with the implications coming up. So they need an outright win. Definitely gets them in. And we'll have a look at some of these highlights here. This one, forward. Look at this. That's so hard to do. The ball hasn't hit the ground. He's got to judge where the defender is, and as it comes through on the 3D, just continues its path.
And he didn't overhit it.
And this one, we're going to see some action from Min here. He's had a blinder of a third quarter. Look at that
This is
skill.
the first one from Rakash. Great
Harry
save
puts
there.
it up over the back. See that skill again from another angle.
Gazelle's in for all money.
Yep.
Because he had the postie there to watch.
Gagandeep was already swinging it. This is the one. This is the one we want to have a look at. Right foot, falling away, buries it. And then some skill again here from Min. This is the slider. Gets it with the back leg. You love it.
Yep.
And then cleared away. This is the Min Cow highlight tape deflection. How you like that? Second one going wide as well. What a quarter for the Asian Dragons. But you're right. Yes, the Punjab team won't want to draw here because a shootout will open the door for the New Zealand Māori team to potentially leapfrog them into this afternoon's final.
But we won't talk about that. You just don't know.
Lots.
Big quarter.
Lots still to happen. Interestingly, yes, I talked him up at the first, before the game. No penalty corners here for the Punjab team, which means no sightings of Prince. He's been at the back, but he's been kept quiet thanks to no opportunities here for the Punjab team. There he is on the screen.
Yeah, the Asian team have been defending well outside the circle. You know, not letting them get in close. Sure, their 3 goals have all been field goals, like you said, but they're keeping their feet out of the road, and they've been pretty clean out of defence. Just smart play.
Yep, and now on the rotation, John Casey's back onto the field for the Asian Dragons. Expecting that Min Cow's day probably is done, and he'll be pretty stoked with the effort, I think. Min, he's got himself some highlights, that's for sure.
Oh, he's a massive quarter.
And the Punjab team chasing a spot in tomorrow's final. The Asian Dragons chasing their first win here at Heritage Hockey 2025. Everything to play for on day 3.
And it will be a big scalp to take if it's their first one.
I tell you what, the team that's been flying high against the team that came up desperately short, as Harmon trying to work his way through. No way that time. And Jared Russell will step onto it. Yep, and all the cards we previously had have expired, so we're back to 11 on 11. No cards remaining. So both blue cards have been played by the respective teams. There's the bench at the moment for the Asian Dragons side, looking decidedly un-Asian, but out there to help. And now this Punjab team with a bit of possession in the middle of the field. Looking at both sides of the field here. Carl Wallace and Ruben De Souza working out together. That's really nice. But great tackle.
And Shahil comes through.
And a little bit of table tennis for your Sunday morning. Don't forget to subscribe to the New Zealand Heritage Hockey YouTube channel, the only place you can see all the action live and free from Heritage Hockey 2025. Brought to you, of course, by Local Gecko Productions, thanks to One Foundation and Alpha. If you can subscribe, it means you'll stay up to date with all of the live streams coming forward. Of course, tomorrow's finals day. All the highlights, replays, and everything in between from this year's tournament. As we see, the Punjab team, it's cut out, though, by Russell. He's been really good today for the Asian Dragons, just cleaning up in defence. He and Shahil Lala, I think, have been fantastic at the back there. And now he's rolling forward. Jared Russell, the socks are low, but the spirits are high. And here come the Dragons' great entry.
How was that?
And there it is, the penalty corner.
Smart play, very smart.
Lovely little touch there from Joe O'Connor. And now we'll have a look at the opportunity for the Dragons to take their first lead of the game.
De Souza's got a flick as well. We've seen him at Heritage, at the under-18 Heritage, so he could be an option.
Just seeing the replay there, just actually rolled up onto the back of the stick there of Ashvir Pawar, the defender. And interestingly, yes, you've called it. De Souza's there on that first bracket. Still Ben Schwass up on the second, but potentially a little change up here from the Asians. It is De Souza. It's been saved there, first up by the goalkeeper. It's a good flick from De Souza, but it's come out into the middle of the circle and in its process hit a Asian Dragon player.
Well, I think
they're complaining that it hit him high in the body, so potentially asking for another penalty corner, but then even post that, the Punjab Heritage player then just belted it out of the circle and caught a player anyway. So a little bit of question asking down the far end, and we're back down now.
I think that's just dumb play, to be honest. Like, I know you might get in trouble for saying it, but I can't. So that's just stupid stuff from a defender. You don't need to swing it and hit someone. It's
And now, here we go. The Dragons, they're off. Ryan Part drops it off to Con. Con, though, can't get it through. And the Punjab team come the other way. Too easy. Too easy for O'Connor. And now, a little bit of opportunity here at both ends. Wallace beats one. Some pretty rough stuff in and around his legs there. Parr's got the circle entry. Parr's got the pass. Wallace has got two, but he's been stripped here.
End-to-end stuff at the moment.
It is. Both teams, like I said, pushing Russell.
Well done, Russell.
I've mentioned him already. Jared Russell. Man, that had to come off because it was... This is getting a little sideways here, S. And temperatures rising, but unfortunately so are the tempers by the sounds and looks of things out there. As,
nice
Wallace absolutely cones him. Still going, Carl Wallace, but that one cleared towards the corner. And now free hit coming the way of the Punjab team, and they work one out here. Jared Russell again. Just don't get that Shahil Lala running through the back of the stick there.
It's thought he got away with that one.
Yep.
Big welcome to all of our friends joining in from near and far, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever.
Go gun deep here. This is dangerous. Open circle, and it's into goal. What a finish there. Number 16, Hakrat Singh.
Too much space there, I think. They just let him.
Yeah, and I think the defenders looked like they were too worried about the player that was on the spot and not the guy that's sitting in the middle of the circle. They're worried about Karambir on the far post. And just like that, it's the Asian Dragons that break first. The deadlock has been broken, and now, though, they answer back straight away here. The Dragons, Carl Wallace, I'd like to think so. Oh, he's got him. That, I think, has been picked off the back line. Ooh.
Good save, but I think there was...
I think Carl Wallace has actually done the goalkeeper there on the baseline.
Yeah.
And one of the Punjab defenders has picked it off the back line while the goalkeeper got back in position. We'll have a look at it quickly on the replay here. Wallace, does the goalie. Yeah, and it was number 15, Harsimranveer Singh. We've got a yellow card here.
Yeah, that was a bit silly there, just shoving the back.
I'm glad you had eyes on it, man. I was looking at the replay from the last.
I think they've considered a PC for that as well.
Yeah, yellow card and a corner subsequent.
Yeah, called by the other ref. Yeah, I think they've seen the far end umpire was unsighted, so got a bit of help there.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it here on this replay. So, De Souza takes it quickly. Yeah, that's pretty rough stuff in the back there. Ryan Parr trying to make the receive. Yellow card and the subsequent corner. This time De Souza on the first bracket. Schwass not on the field. So Akira Gardner's on the second. I'm guessing it will be De Souza on the first bracket. And he finds another penalty corner.
I think the umpire might have signalled a 10-minute yellow for that, but not quite sure.
Looks like we've got a little bit of running repairs here in the circle. Might have been the first runner. Looks like it's Joban Singh, potentially on the deck there in the middle of the orange huddle. We'll have a look at a replay of it here. This is the corner. Yeah. So first runner, he just got clipped. Whether that's sort of between the shin pad and the shoe. There's a soft spot in there. It's never much fun on the ankle. Looks like he's going to walk it off. Though I dare say he's going to be a little slower coming off. And we've got some running repairs on the sideline as well. That's our man Gagandeep there, getting a little bit of a massage from the teammate, and back out on the turf. Interesting look here. So Ryan Parr has moved his way into the first bracket. I'd say they're looking at some sort of action on the right side. Here is Parr. And that's exactly, it's exactly what we were looking for there. Carl Wallace with the deflection on the right side. Those two have been linking up all day. Ryan Parr, Carl Wallace. There is the goal scorer. He's got 3 now for the game. Have a look at it on the replay. It did take a deflection, but still in the right spot, Carl Wallace. And I mentioned there that Ryan Parr had come onto the bracket, not a noted flicker, and played distributor instead. And it's to perfection for the Asian Dragons. And it's 4-all, and the Punjab team have a player off the field. So,
and blue cards are both being used?
Blue cards are both being used. We're not entirely sure of how long that yellow card might be for, whether it's 5 or anything up to 10 minutes. But at least for the next 3.
Oh, what a ball.
Carter Croft, he's done all of the hard work and couldn't finish it there. Carter Croft, he scored a ripper of a goal yesterday against the Fiji team. And now this one's beaten them all down the middle of the field. Karambir. There's 7.5 left to play. Is the second goal coming? No. Good save, John Casey. And it's still here, though, for the Punjab team. This is going to be 7 minutes of absolute carnage here, yes. I'm looking forward to shots either end, opportunities, goals, and anything in between.
I just hope they keep their heads. Nothing silly.
Yep. Wallace. That's a nice pass. O'Connor.
Yes.
And it's in. It's Ben Schwartz, and look at how pumped they are in the sheds. Ben Schwartz there. Have a look at this on the replay. It's a little scrambly, but this is pretty. That's a little tuck pass. O'Connor across. First deflection saved. Second one not saved. And Ben Schwartz finds the first lead of the game for the New Zealand Asian side. And this Punjab team perhaps paying the price for being a player down.
I think the Asians could still keep the heat on here, right?
They have to go again here. One goal is not going to be enough. I can almost guarantee that. They have to go again. They have to keep pushing while they've got that advantage and got a bit of confidence. Love to see the Asian Dragons push for another here. But equally, the push means there's space at the back.
High, yep.
And it's Karambir at the moment. Yeah, so just having count up the minutes, so over the course of the match between a blue card and I think 3 yellow cards, they've played the game with at least 20 minutes now down a player. Yep. And interestingly, for those that tuned in on day one, it was very similar numbers. I think they played 24 minutes with only 10 players. This time at least 20 thus far. And hard work, yes. I mean, yep. You can be as skillful as you like, as fast as you like, but covering 10 men for 20 minutes, that's a tough ask.
It'll take its toll.
Now Wallace, he's got 3 already, and he's going to have at
careful
least
of that.
a corner.
Yeah.
That one's ugly there.
I think the Punjab team just need to keep their composure, keep their...
Yeah, we'll have a look at the replay. I don't think there's much to ask about here.
No.
That's rough from Harmon. Got it all wrong on the sweeping tackle. Have a look at the bracket here because Ben Schwartz is back on the field.
Ruben's out. He's on the side.
So a little bit of confusion here. So Ryan Parr, who did deliver the last one, he's now playing trapper. I'm looking potentially second bracket here for Ben Schwass. And there is Schwass.
Oh, got plenty on it.
Oh, he got enough of it. Just sailed past the injector side post.
Oh, that's good. Good from Harry there.
Yeah.
Set himself early.
And now Carter Croft doing a bit of defensive work though. Turnover through Harmon. Here's Gagandeep, delivers one. Karambir, it's cut out though by Ryan Parr.
Needed that touch.
Yep. And as we see a little long corner here coming through the Punjab team, that's going to beat everybody. Update from Turf 2, the New Zealand Indian team are up 1-0 over Fiji Heritage, end of the first quarter. Reminders the implications of that game, they need to win and win by 3 to find their way into the final. Fiji Heritage just have to try and grip the handlebars, white knuckle it and hope they get through with any points their way. So, big one on game 2, 1-0 the way of New Zealand Indians. Good start for your fellas out there, S.
Yeah, it's still early days, as we all know.
Yep. Yeah, and if this game's anything to go by, look,
does this change anything?
This one not for that pool. This one is only around the New Zealand Māori result.
Yeah, and that's not ideal.
Here we go, Gagandeep. He's got passing options. He's got Karambir. Karambir can't find the pass. And there's our man with the yellow card on the sideline. There's nothing he can do at the moment.
I think this is good for the Asian team. They'll just slow it down.
Yep, you know, under 3 minutes to play here. The Asian side, they were this close yesterday. Can they find their way to a victory? The Dragons, Carl Wallace, Ryan Parr, they've been incredible. And here is Parr again, just throwing it out in one hand. Gets it under control. Yeah, great tackle from the Punjab team, but falls there for Ben Schwass. Ben opens up. Carl Wallace.
Oh, gee.
Oh, excitement. It was nearly one for Ryan Parr through Jaden Con. Con's going to have another crack at it here. Cross it goes. Stick save. Still there for Carl Wallace. Little touch on from Con. Wallace, can he get 4? He's going to get a penalty corner, and that's what matters here.
Nice skill.
What a bit of skill. There are a little bit of complaining there from the Punjab team. I think what they're confused about is it ended up hitting an Asian Dragon's foot after that little legs obstruction, which is what the first penalty corner was called. We'll see it on the replay here. Up off the stick, and you'll see Carl Wallace here, and he puts it through there. So that little challenge is the stick or legs obstruction, and now we've got D'Souza and Schwartz. This one's going to be a flick. Second bracket, Schwartz gets it, and it's saved, well saved in the end there by Daljit Singh in goal. The Asian team now, they've got 1 minute to hang on here. Ryan Parr with the ball, they're up 1. He's going to head towards a corner. And it's not going to come off for them here. Punjab team, can they get through? Not through Joe Connor. Jaden Con, they're going to find some space on this left side, and I think they're pointing at him to head to the corner. The seconds are going to count down. And again, do enough here. The Asian Dragons spent probably 45 to 50 minutes of this game behind on the scoreboard. And it took Ben Schwass double and Carl Wallace hat-trick. And penalty corner coming the way of the Asian Dragons. It's breakdown play. Look at Min. He's pumped up. Min loves it. He's had a hell of a game, and now the boys are going to get the result here. The clock's going to expire before the penalty corner, and this one just for celebrations. Can the Asian Dragons get a 6th and put an exclamation point on this one? Look at how pumped they are. Min Cow there, Lloyd McLaughlin. The Asian Dragons, they're heartbroken yesterday. They've come out here and tipped this comp on its head with a big win against the Punjab Heritage team. And the Dragons, the opportunity here, Ben Schwartz, they're going to go single bracket. They're going to rip the life out of one. Potentially look for the German with De Souza. There it is, and they've overcooked it. It won't matter too much because the game is in the books. The Asian Dragons get it done here over the Indian Punjab Heritage team. And wow, what a game. What a way to start Easter Sunday. If you didn't get treats in your basket, there's your first treat of the day. The Dragons get it done. Punjab team, they get run down. They were up 3-1 in the middle of the game, yes, and the Asian Dragons held on. They gritted their teeth. They did the tough stuff, and they converted when it mattered.
And I think what's cost the Punjab team is discipline.
That's it.
Like you said, 20 to 25 minutes with 10 players,
yep,
including the blue card. So that's, you take that off with the Asian team. They still had 5. So it's, I think discipline's a big key.
Yeah, and speaking to Gertie after their first game, it's something that they highlighted, right? Too many cards in their first game, and now it's cost them potentially a spot in tomorrow's final. We'll have a look at the highlights then, and we'll catch up with some of the players shortly. Enjoy this. Down here, turf side, with part of the Punjab Heritage team management, Dr. Karandeep Lal. Dr. Lal, tough one for you guys out there. It has to be said, probably spent too much time with players on the sideline.
That's right. You're right. It is a tough one, but enjoyable as well. This is our first entry in this tournament. Different experience, boys from all over the part of the Punjab Heritage territory, but they played well. The luck wasn't on our side. I think the chances we missed, they were plenty. So nothing to blame upon. But during this match, the fate was on our side. But now we dependent on the other result, and we'll see how it goes. Still there is hope. But anyway, well played, boys, and good game.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it was an excellent game. It's been so good to have you and the team here involved in Heritage 2025. Like you said, players from right across the world, really. There's local players. You've got guys from all parts of South and East Asia there as well. How cool to have these guys given an experience to come together and represent Punjab Heritage here.
No, I think most of the guys, they've come to New Zealand for the first time, I think, and for them this is the first overseas foreign experience. I think they were amazed that foreign country is such a lovely country. I said not all foreign countries, only New Zealand, the Kiwis are. But now they are happy. So let's see what happens next game, and then we'll be back tomorrow. Well, lovely. Good.
Well, like you said, we're going to have to sweat on a later game to find out your fate for tomorrow. Fingers are crossed. It's been excellent watching you guys so far. Good luck for the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much, Kandeep. And we'll cross over to a little bit happier of an interview today. Joe O'Connor, the captain of the Asian Dragons. We were here about 24 hours ago,
we were
commiserating 5-4, but this time you guys get home here. First win for the weekend. How good?
Really good. Same score, different result. We're down 3-1 going into the fourth, and we just said, look, we just need to get a goal. Like, we've got chances and they'll come. So really cool to be on the right end of the score sheet. It was an epic game as well, and we managed to squeak it in the end. But good hard-fought result, and the boys are really happy with that one.
And constant improvement has been the flavour of the weekend for you guys. Yeah, struggled on day one, really had a cracker yesterday, but came up short. And then that performance, you must be proud of how the team's progressing, building connections, and growing for Asian hockey.
Yeah, 100%. We were joking yesterday. I was like, we said in the change rooms yesterday, tough loss. But I said, if we've gone from a 5-0 loss to a 5-4 loss, well, tomorrow's got to be even up. And it's happened. And it's really cool. We're having a train together. There's still a couple of boys, I don't even know their names. So you go, you on the field. But for us to pull that together, it feels good. Yeah, it's a really cool feeling.
And just a quick note, Min Kao in goal today, especially in the third quarter. I think he's, we call it clip farming, where he's just getting every clip he can for his highlight reel. Everybody knows John Casey plays the JHL. He's a known number here, but speak about Min and his performance, especially in the third.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. I mean, he kept us in the game. That first game against the Māori team, we leaked 5, but it could easily have been 8 or 9. Like, he's really super strong. And the boys both put in great shifts today, but that third quarter, we were under the pump. I think we went down 3-1, and it could easily have been, you get to 4 or 5, and then suddenly you're looking at a really tough climb back up on the 4th. So he just kept us in. We didn't put him in the greatest positions, but yeah, he's got some for the highlight reel for sure.
So much of a start to Sunday. What an excellent win for you and the team, Joe. Go well again tomorrow. Good luck for your final game.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
All good. That is our first game of Easter Sunday. Done and dusted here at Heritage 2025. The Asian Dragons get their first win of the weekend, and it's by way of a 5-4 victory over the Punjab Heritage team. Make sure you don't go anywhere. At midday, we will have the first women's match of the day, where the Asian Dragons women will take on the Punjab Warriors. Make sure you come back, 12 o'clock. We'll see you then.